Let me tell you about our next product. And Marco and Darian, I could be blind because I have been in my life before, lost the things. Card. Either way, I tell you all about it. Drain Magic by Mer-Maid is the brand. You get a set of 2. They are anti-clog sink stoppers. So you're going to see how easy this is to work, but it prevents clogs from happening. Maybe it's a cleanser you're using, maybe it's hair going down the drain, but it also is a watertight seal. So if you're trying to fill a tub or a sink so that you can do some hand washing or take a bath or use it here at the sink, it's not going to allow the water to go down, but it stops your clogs from happening. Is that for me? Thank you. So real quick, I knew I was never going to remember this. Thank goodness for this card. 166,000 orders placed, and this is the lowest price we have ever offered. So let me bring in Megan. Megan can help us figure out which color. I believe we have them all laid out here, Megan.
We do. Hi.
All right, so help me figure out the color.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to match the hardware that we have existing in our sink right now. We want to switch it up.
Correct. It doesn't, but it's so nice that we now have color options that you can. So this is the chrome. This is always the most popular, and it's very standard in most of our sinks to have that shiny mirror chrome finish.
Okay, fewer than 2,000 to go around.
Okay, then we have the polished brass, which is always just a beautiful like gold option if you have the golden hardware, things like that nature.
Fewer than 1,000.
The next is the satin chrome.
Okay, so a little bit more brushed, we would call it in the business,
brushed,
a lack of shine. And then almost just a little bit more vintage, little farmhouse,
you
right?
got that, yep. And then that's just our white, which is exclusive here to QVC.
All right, well, tell everybody how this works and why we need it.
So if you have a sink at home, and this is what's happening when you go to use the sink stopper, and you're going up and down and it's not working, and this little guy, the little doohickey, is stuck down in the sink, or this plastic piece is broken off because it's plastic and it's brittle and it's not working properly, or let's just talk about all of the clogs and the jewelry that goes down the sink. What you're not going to have happen when you use Drain Magic is having to call a plumber. You're not going to have to worry about your hair, food, other debris going down, and this is an instant sink stopper replacement. You're gonna get this home. We're gonna give you all of the things that you need. These little silicone gaskets. We're gonna give you a set of 3, so you're gonna find which one fits your sink the best.
Okay.
And all we need to do is slip it right over the neck of this anti-clog device basket. It's going to go right into place, and you're gonna see there's like almost a little gap between the Drain Magic and that gasket. That's going to create your watertight seal.
Okay.
And it's going to just set right into your sink. I'm going to press it down in the center. There is our watertight seal. It's going to stop the water from going down.
So now I can fill the sink. Maybe I want to do a little hand washing.
You got it.
In the sink. If you don't want the water to go down, you've got that option, but when the water does go down, Megan,
you're just going to press that little Mer-Maid in the center, and it's going to drain perfectly. If you find that it's draining a little bit slow when you get it home, just switch out your gasket.
Okay.
It's a really simple little quick, easy, really no fuss at all install solution, and it's going to fit a wide variety of different sinks. So this opening here is a 1 1/8 inch opening. This is actually an RV sink. And I'll tell you, my dad retired this year. My parents went and got an RV.
Okay, am I in your way?
No, you're good. This is the little
sink
sink stopper that's there. And I cannot even tell you how frustrated my dad was as mom was dropping rings or jewelry, and then it's into the septic tank. Like, it's gone basically at that point. So we got him a set of Drain Magic to go right in here, and even at the 1 1/8 inch opening, this is creating that watertight seal and preventing the bracelets, the rings, the things that you don't want going down the drain from going down.
Well, because I would imagine some sinks, depending on your home, your RV, they don't have any kind of stopper in there, and that is no good. I mean, sure, it might cause a clog, but like Megan said, things like rings and jewelry are going to go down there. And then your first example, you know, luckily my husband was able to fix it once, but then the second time we had to call somebody. I mean, those little plastic things break all the time.
Yeah, they really do. So we are giving you color options now as well. So you can see here, like with the brushed brass. You know, we have a different kind of stopper in here. And if you have to go out and replace this whole entire piece, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to call a plumber. But what I wanted to point out to you with this one, Amy, is if you see here, there's kind of like a little indent into this.
Yes.
This also has the largest opening at 1.5 inches. I just used the larger gasket here. It still fits in even with that indent, but because of that larger gasket, we're still getting that watertight seal. And now we've upgraded the sink so that it matches, it looks less dingy, and we're not worried about those plastic pieces that get brittle and break and no longer work.
We're busy, over 400 orders placed. We've never had this low of a price before. For the first time ever, under 30 for 2, making them $15 each. I haven't had to call a plumber in a long time, but it certainly costs more than $30.
Sure does.
And sometimes it's X amount for, here's the diagnosis, and then X amount if you want us to fix it. Megan, can you start from the beginning? Because if someone lives alone and has never had to fix these sinks before, I want them to see that they can handle it on their own. And I would just tell you too, like, always push your Drain Magic down, because I've been by my sink, not even washing my hands, and like, you know, maybe an earring will fall out. And if that sink is just open and it falls right into the sink, you've lost it.
And what's so great about it is you don't need to worry about having this put down to not lose the pieces. This basket, this anti-clog basket, is going to catch the hair, the debris, the whatever it would be. My daughter's already dropped a necklace down our sink, and this was open, but the basket caught it. So I didn't have to, we don't have to worry about it.
And do you just get it out of the basket?
Yeah, you just pull it. You just pull it, lift it right out of the sink, kind of the same way you install. I actually pull ours out about, I don't know, like once a month when I really do like the deep clean of the bathroom, and I just get all the hair out. But it's really, really simple, because this is the entire process. You're going to remove the old broken piece that no longer works, and then you're just going to find the silicone gasket that fits. We're giving you a set of 3 with each of the Drain Magics that you're getting. So if you see here, this is one of the smaller ones, so maybe for one of the smaller sink openings, but it's a little too small for this standard sink. It kind of goes right down in there. We don't want to use that one. It's not going to create a good watertight seal. This one's a little bit too big, so it's going to create a wider gap. We don't want that. We want the one that fits Goldilocks just right. So you can see here, that one is that magic little fit. And all I'm doing is sliding it right over. There's a little indent, so there's no like trying to guess where does this go. The indent is right there. Let me move it up for you so you can see it. Sorry. So you can see there's that little indent, and it's just going to go right into that groove. And then you're going to place it in your sink. That is the instant watertight seal. No plumber, no hassle. And if you do, like I said, have any little issues with it popping up, or water's not draining quite as fast as you want it to, or water is leaking out, you just switch out that gasket. It's not a hard situation.
And look, now you can fill your sink again. I fill my sink and wash my makeup brushes.
Yes, absolutely. All
like
of those
I said,
things.
do a little hand washing once in a while in the sink of undergarments and such. So if your sink is broken and you no longer can fill your water, that's going to fix that. But also, if your sink is broken, you might have taken that little stopper out, if you look at Megan's example. So if this original guy right here broke, if you are using your sink like this, it really is so dangerous. Anything can fall in there, and then bye-bye, I've lost you.
Oh yeah, it's gone. And so to be able to have this from anything from those RV sinks to the powder room to the laundry room, and just to be able to replace it, have it match your hardware if you choose.
We should do colors again when you say that.
Or if you just want it to be, you know, the solution, because when you have a solution like this, I feel like color does not matter to me.
Good point.
If I know it's going to stop my tennis bracelet or my earrings or whatever from going down the drain, this is such a game changer. And then also preventing the clogs of, my daughter and I have long hair. That's a constant issue as well. So it's giving you so much diversity and such a solution to a problem that I think we all have in these types of sinks.
If you've ever lost anything down the drain, you know you're on the phone lines now, because never again do you want that to happen. But can I remind you, if you look down here where Meg is, you get 2. We have never had 2 of these. So maybe it's his and her sinks in a bathroom, or maybe it's one for this room and one for the other. We have never been able to offer you under $30. It's the lowest price we've had. If you want your colors, follow along with Megan. She'll give you your choices.
Yes, so this is our chrome, which is always so popular. And
It's
it
the
is
most
what is
popular
the most
tonight.
popular in the sinks as well. So that's a no-brainer there. This is the polished brass, so more of the golden hardware, but you can see there's a little bit of a polished edge to it.
Fewer than 900 to go around.
Then we have the satin chrome, which is a little bit more of that polished chrome look as well.
Fewer than 1,800.
then white, which is
White.
exclusive here to QVC.
All right. Megan, thank you so very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Can you believe it's really here?
No, it's great.
Ah,
So
all right,
exciting.
have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
The laziness has already happened at my house because, you know, like right after